Hello students, welcome to lecture on the potential scope of aquarium fish industry as a cottage industry. This lecture is a bit different from rest of your syllabus because in this lecture we are going to see the business aspect or the industrial aspect of aquarium fish keeping or the ornamental fish farming. Here the ornamental fish farming refers to the rearing and breeding of the aquarium fishes or the ornamental fishes. So rearing of ornamental species for display is proving quite profitable for many small scale operators. Now let us see what the term cottage industry means. कॉटेज इंडस्ट्री का मतलब है कोई भी बिजनेस या मैन्युफैक्चरिंग एक्टिविटी जो कि लोग अपने घर से ही कर सकते हैं. ये बहुत स्मॉल स्केल पे होती हैं, सो दे आर एसोसिएटेड विद स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्रीज. एग्जाम्पल हो सकता है इसका वीविंग या डिफरेंट हैंडीक्राफ्ट से रिलेटेड जो भी इंडस्ट्रीज हैं. द की एडवांटेज ऑफ कॉटेज इंडस्ट्री is that it has immense potential of providing employment. इसके लिए अलग से कोई सेटअप करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है कहीं पर. The people can work from their homes and they can earn quite a good amount of money out of it. Okay, we will begin with the story of this lady. Meet her. She is Chandra Mondal, who is 45-year-old. She is a homemaker and she lives in the Havda district of West Bengal in eastern India. As a homemaker, she has the responsibility of not only raising her children but also of keeping the economic wheels of the family moving. The income of her husband is barely enough to meet their daily expenses. Now she thanks ornamental fish farming for coming to her rescue and helping her to assist her husband. As you all know that our society is still very conservative in its mindset and usually women are not allowed to step outside of their houses. Now she is educated but she couldn't search for a job because of social restrictions. But definitely she needed some source of income. So she decided to try ornamental farming, which can be done from the house. It was back in year 2000. Now in 2002, along with 16 other women from her village, the name of her village is Chambrel, she formed Ratnadeep Rangin Matsyochas Mahila Samanvay Samiti, which is a self-help group made up of women who are involved in ornamental fishing. And coming to present, this group has 90 women members who have become the main breadwinners of their family. In this image, you can see at a small level how they are packing the fishes. This is an oxygen cylinder and they are filling the space with the oxygen. You can see some fishes over here. Not only that, in addition to fish farming, they also started using low-cost technology in cement tanks and various other material which is used in aquarium decoration and providing other accessories for aquarium. Even the young girls of the family are now playing an important role in making or assembling these type of small things, and this is further expanding their business. So the total export of ornamental fish from India stood at only around 42 tons, which was valued at 8.4 crore in 2017-18. If we see the case of West Bengal, then an estimated 5,000 women self-help groups and 150 women fisher cooperative societies are present there. And such other activities are mainly concentrated in the states of West Bengal, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu and Kerala. Now the state West Bengal produces a major share of ornamental fish for exports from India. ज़्यादातर जो फिशेज एक्सपोर्ट की जाती हैं दे आर द इंडिजिनस वेराइटीज़. इंडिजिनस वेराइटी वो होती है जो हमारी कंट्री की नेटिव स्पीशीज़ हैं, एंडेमिक स्पीशीज़ हैं जो यहीं पर मिलती हैं. दे आर कॉट फ्रॉम द वाइल्ड and mostly they come to Kolkata from northeastern states and northeastern states and sub-Himalayan West Bengal. Domestic trade, that is trade within India, involves mostly the exotic species. Exotic species का मतलब होता है वो species जो इंडिया के native या endemic species नहीं है बल्कि बाहर से import की गई हैं. उनकी breeding कराई जाती है and they are reared in the state by these self-help groups. The government is also playing an important role in this. They are promoting the ornamental fish farming as a livelihood option for women. A promotional campaign which involves organizing an annual Bengal Fish Festival is also opening doors for corporate investment in the sector. The government also helps in building cement tanks for those involved in ornamental fishing. You can see one of the cement tanks here. And they provide them with training and also give free fish for rearing. So what is the take-home message from this story? There is a huge potential of aquarium fish industry as a cottage industry. It can generate employment, especially for rural people and women, hence leading to women empowerment. Definitely, government plays a very important role in this. Now, can you think of any shortcomings in this cottage industry? Are they earning up to the potential that they should earn? Or there are certain shortcomings in the way these self-help groups are addressing this cottage industry? Alright, let us explore some shortcomings in this case study. First thing is there is lack of vision by these entrepreneurs. They are still stuck in the old techniques of fish breeding and rearing. They are not modifying the already used or the age-old methods of breeding these fishes. No attempts have been made to reach to new markets. Also, there is lack of correct guidance from those who are providing training to these women. Let us see the global ornamental fish industry now. There are more than 120 countries involved in this business, out of which 65% are the developing countries. About 1800 species of fish are traded worldwide, and 1200 of these are of freshwater origin. The marine fish species constitute more than 15% of the market by value. About 98% of marine fish are collected from the wild, while the rest are captive bred. Captive bred means उनको captivity में रखा जाता है और breeding कराई जाती है. But that is only 2%. Singapore is the biggest exporter of the ornamental fishes. You can imagine it is such a small country and it remains the Asian hub for ornamental fish. While United States, European Union and Japan are the major importers, with Czech Republic having prominent place in European Union in ornamental fish trade. Let us see where is India in all this. In India, fisheries sector has an important place in the socio-economic development of the country. This fisheries sector, I'm not talking about only the ornamental fish keeping, I'm talking about the fisheries sector. It provides livelihood to over 14.49 million people in India. Among these, ornamental fish breeding is highly professional and attractive avenue for youth. In India, 95% of the ornamental fish export is based on wild collection, that is, they are being captured. But you all are aware that this capture based export is not a sustainable method, and it is a matter of concern because some of these beautiful fish species might be endangered or vulnerable to go extinct. We can't just keep on capturing them and exporting them. What we need is that we need to change from capture based ornamental fish industry towards culture based. That is, we need to breed and rear these species. In these terms, India is actually a sleeping giant. The sleeping giant term refers to the tremendous potential of this industry in India. From this graph, you can see that India's share in ornamental fish trade is much less than 1% of global trade. Actually, according to some reports, 1% is an exaggerated figure. Actually, it is 0.008%. On the other hand, India has a rich biodiversity, favorable climatic conditions, and availability of cheap labor. So the earning potential is not being exploited in a technology-driven manner. This industry can help in generating income for unemployed youth and farmers. Considering the relatively simple technique involved in fisheries and aquaculture, it has potential to create substantial job opportunities. And we are also seeing a 20% increase in demand even in the domestic market. Ornamental fish breeding is a highly remunerative sector. That means that starting with a mere investment of 30,000 rupees in the form of cement system or glass tanks and supporting accessories for aeration, pumps, feed and medicines, you can see your investment grow and provide unemployed youth to earn an opportunity to earn money right from their homes. But everything is not glorious here. There are certain hurdles in this. First thing is lack of training facility and awareness among the educated youth. Then we are mainly relying on the capture based industry. There is less production by breeding or culture method. Third thing is there are constraints on the availability of skilled manpower for the industry. Skill is very important. Also, we lack innovative approaches for breeding and cultivation through cage culture, pen culture, hatchery operations, which includes integrated farming. Integrated farming means we are integrating fisheries with other type of farmings, and diversification are also essential to boost the production and export. Another thing lacking is the availability of critical inputs for culture like fish seed, highly productive breeds and medicines. Fish seed refers to the fish eggs or the fish larvae which can be used to grow fishes. There is a need for interventions at policy level as well. फिशरी सेक्टर में बहुत सारी जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ हैं इन गवर्नमेंट एज वेल एज एकेडमिक सेक्टर. आप लोग बीएससी जूलॉजी करने के बाद मास्टर्स ऑफ फिशरी साइंसेस कर सकते हैं, जिसके लिए एंट्रेंस टेस्ट होता है कंडक्टेड बाय 8 फिशरी इंस्टीट्यूट्स जो कि ICAR ने इंडिया में सेटअप किए हैं. These are SIFE, SIBA, CIFA, CMFRI, CIFT, CIFRI, NBFGR and DCFR. ये इंस्टीट्यूट्स जो हैं दे आर एंगेज्ड इन कैप्चर, कल्चर, वैल्यू एडिशन प्रोसेसिंग, रिपोजिटरी, conservation and biodiversity addressing educational and legal issues in addition to their mandate of research programs. So you can pursue specialization at master's level. There are independent veterinary and animal science universities also and state agriculture universities जो इस तरह के courses provide करती हैं. Also there are farm based or skill based training available for this. So once you do that, there are large number of opportunities in the aquaculture and marine sector to work as a marine biologist, marine scientist, a fish farm hand like hatchery, farm operator, fisheries extension officer or a technical officer, the feed mill manager, processing and production manager, fish export inspector, export manager, research and development professional, an aquaculture entrepreneur, a consultant in management of fish farms, both in private as well as government sector and various business establishments. So very good career options for fisheries and aquaculture graduates are available with a variety of employers. These employers can be state and central government agencies, academic institutions and fish farm. Government agencies जो होती हैं they recruit positions like aquaculture farmer, shellfish culturist, hatchery technician, biological science technician or fish research assistant, etc. I've enumerated just a few, there are many more. So there are a lot of opportunities for trained graduates at these state government jobs. क्योंकि present time में there is great paucity of skilled manpower in the area of designing, construction and management of fish farms and hatcheries in these states. हर स्टेट गवर्नमेंट में फिशरीज डिपार्टमेंट होता है जहां पर फिशरीज ग्रेजुएट जो हैं या पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट असिस्टेंट फिशरीज डेवलपमेंट ऑफिसर या फिशरीज एक्सटेंशन ऑफिसर या डिस्ट्रिक्ट फिशरीज डेवलपमेंट ऑफिसर की पोस्ट के लिए अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. In addition to that, you can work as a fishery biologist, hatchery manager, a fish project manager, a fish culturist, a wildlife technician or a curator in aquarium. So all these avenues are open to you. Also the undergraduate students can avail the opportunities in all these things while the PG students can get higher level of jobs. Second is there is a lot of opportunity for self-employment. आप किसी के अंडर काम नहीं करना चाहते हैं, गवर्नमेंट या पब्लिक प्राइवेट सेक्टर के लिए काम नहीं करना चाहते हैं, fair enough, you can become an entrepreneur and for that you can also obtain the professional degrees in fishery sciences and you can start your own enterprise. और इसके लिए भी आपको गवर्नमेंट की डिफरेंट एजेंसीज जैसे कि नाबार्ड, MPEDA, NFDB या नेशनलाइज्ड बैंक से फाइनेंशियल सपोर्ट भी मिलता है. जो मेन एरिया है फिशरीज एंटरप्राइज का वो है फीड मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में, मार्केटिंग और सेल्स में, ऑर्नामेंटल फिश कल्चर ब्रीडिंग में, एक्वाकल्चर में, हैचरी में, सीड प्रोडक्शन में, कमर्शियल पर्ल प्रोडक्शन में, फिश डिजीज के डायग्नोस्टिक्स, कंसल्टेंसी सर्विसेज, एग्री क्लिनिक्स and there are many other opportunities. Then we come to opportunities in the natural resource management. There are many choices here like fisheries management, wildlife management, range management, forestry, soils, hydrology, wildlife law enforcement, environmental education, oceanography and many other things. आप ये रिलेटेड फील्ड्स जो है अपनी ग्रेजुएशन में पढ़ते हो, उसके बाद यू कैन स्पेशलाइज इन दी पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन एंड यू कैन एंटर दिस एरिया. सो देयर इज नो डर्थ ऑफ स्कोप इन दिस फील्ड, आई मस्ट से दैट. With this, I would like to finish this lecture. Thank you for watching.